The Utah Jazz quickly went from being one of the most depressing teams in the NBA, stuck in contracts with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell and guys who can't defend like Bogdanovich and Joe Ingles, to all of a sudden being one of the new, young, upstart teams that have a bright future. And that all starts with Lauri Markkanen's breakout, unreal career year that he had. The dude was just electric. He was money. He was clutch. He was a starter on the All-Star team. Lauri Markkanen did everything that you expected from him when he was taken, number 7 overall, which is almost a testament to how bad the Bulls development team is, how they almost squandered his talent, got rid of him for nothing. And then it's a kind of look back on how do the Cavs feel about trading him away. They did get Donovan Mitchell, but how much better would they be with a 7 feet tall Lauri Markkanen instead of a 6'1" Donovan Mitchell? I think at the end of the day, you still do the trade if this is the one that's offered. But man, maybe you think twice about giving up Lauri. Imagine having a Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, and then Jared Allen starting lineup instead of Isaac Okoro or whoever starts for them. That would be unreal. But this was the time that Lauri got unleashed as the Utah Jazz. And of course, Walker Kessler, one of the best rookies. The dude was just electric. Now, offensively, he's a complete nothing, a zero. If he's not putting the ball back or laying it up or dunking it, it's going to be a miss. His free throw stroke is horrible. But defensively, he was a mastermind. He was a block machine. They called him Blocker Kessler. And he was almost more valuable than Rudy Gobert was long stretches of the season because he doesn't punch his own teammates. People do actually like him, and he's just a really fun player to root for. But we'll be going over and rebuilding the Utah Jazz using Start Today, so it'll be the offseason for us once we simulate the playoffs. Just going through the roster, of course, Michael Conley is gone. Colin Sexton, not really a point guard. He's a 6'1" tall shooting guard, which is a bit of a problem when you try to think about defensive assignments with him. But he is a solid player, just very injury prone, and that's something you have to look out for at this point. He left Cleveland with some brutal injuries, sat out last year, sat out a lot of this year as well. And he just kind of saying he's not a bust, but at the same time, he hasn't lived up to the potential that we've seen because he can score in bunches. Talen Horton-Tucker, only 22 years old, which is absolutely bizarre to me, but he is still a really raw player. Some nights he looks like an all-star caliber shooting guard, point guard, combo guard hybrid. Other nights he's a complete disaster who makes Russell Westbrook look competent with the basketball. And then Chris Dunn, defensive stopper, came back after being out of the league for how many years was he gone? He played in Portland last year for like 2 games. Atlanta, he didn't really play. And then Chicago. So almost 2, maybe 3 years. Chris Dunn was not playing basketball, but he came in and he played really well, which is just a testament to Will Hardy because he gets the best out of every single player that comes around. As for the shooting guard position, Jordan Clarkson, going to be a question mark if he comes back. He was the spark plug. He was dynamic. He was scoring everything. And he's not really an efficient player, but he's fun as hell to root for, and you love Jordan Clarkson's game. Ochai Agbaji, really good-looking rookie, just one of the best 3-and-D players that came out of the draft. He was a 4-year guy at Kansas, but he's got great athletics, great strokes, really strong two-way player. Don't know if he has playmaking in his future, but he is a good young piece to have. Johnny Juzang, not really much here. His game is mid-range, contested jump shooting, and that's not what we do in today's NBA. Lauri Markkanen, we talked about him, how great of a season he had. Simone Fontecchio, I mean, he's fine. He's a big-bodied European guy. Sometimes he can shoot the 3, and you go, oh, we want him on our team. And then other nights, he's a complete embarrassment on the offensive end. Kelly Olynyk, one of the most frustrating players to watch. Man, does this guy flop everywhere. Anytime any sort of contact happens, he's flopping, he's begging for a foul. But he was actually pretty good. He kept trying to average triple doubles. He was knocked down in the clutch, made some good game-winning plays, made some bad game-losing plays, but Kelly Olynyk is who he is at this point, 31 years old. Rudy Gay probably needs to retire. He was really bad the last season, and probably ever since he left San Antonio, I'll say, he just has not been very good. Juan Toscano Anderson, nice guy to root for, but he's just not very good, and his shot completely fell off. I think he was like 35% in Golden State, and then he went down to like the 20s last year. Horrible. Luka Samanic, still a young guy. He got booted off of San Antonio, got kicked out of New York. We'll see if he has a future here in Utah, but I don't expect much from him. Is A- potential. That's interesting. And of course, Blocker Kessler, great player. Damian Jones sucks. I'm sorry, there's no other way around it. I'm sick and tired of seeing him earning minutes. He's a really bad player. Vernon Carey Jr., haven't seen too much of his game. Udoka Azubuike, you try to root for him. He's just a big, heavy-footed center. Occasionally, there's moments where you say he could be a backup center, but a lot of times he gets exposed defensively, offensively. Micah Potter, haven't really seen his game. That is the breakdown for this team, but we did not even make the playoffs, so we'll be going right into the offseason. I guess we don't get to see who won the championship. That's okay. Can you tell me here? I saw Bam at a bye. I think the game just completely glitched out and simulated through the playoffs. Well, somebody won the championship. Who? I don't know. Udonis Haslem is retiring. So is Carmelo Anthony, Al Lowry, Rudy Gay. League meetings, are any of these fun? No, 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 no. On to the draft lottery, and this is where it is our moment to shine. Now, the Jazz aren't going to get a good pick, period. That's just the way it is. Where are we projected to go? I think maybe 7th. The Grizzlies are 7th. How are the Grizzlies 7th? What is wrong with this roster? You know, we'll just skip. It goes Spurs 1, Rockets 2, Pelicans 3. They must have jumped up high, and we end up with the number 10 overall pick. And that was kind of what was frustrating about this year, because roster talent-wise, I had them as the worst team in the NBA. I had the Spurs as the second worst roster talent-wise, top to bottom in the NBA, but the Utah Jazz, after blowing it all up, should have been tanking for Victor Wembanyama. And what ended up happening is they were trying to get a play-in spot. They were above 500. They were 500. What a wild ride for this team. But after falling off in the end, after blowing up the team for one protected 2027 first-round pick, which I kind of feel like the Jazz got fleeced on trading with Rob Pelinka, they ended up with really not a great end to their season. So we have the number 10 overall pick, but I believe in Will Hardy, the coach, and I'm going to keep him around for a while. Going on to the draft combine, the fast man of the class is Terquavion Smith and Jalen Pickett. Most agile is Terquavion Smith and Osar Thompson and Terrence Shannon Jr., Kobe Buford, and Carson Wallace. Highest vertical is Terquavion Smith. This dude is not that athletic. Come on now. Who else we got? Jacob Toppin and Terrence Shannon Jr. Highest bench press is Josiah James, Adam Sanogo, Umar Balo, and Azat Tukmath. I just don't know these damn names. And Dawson Garcia. And best shot three-pointer, Josiah James, Bryce Sensabaugh, and Debo Hodge. So we actually have 3 first-round picks, 10, 16, and 28. I think I'm going to trade number 28 and see if I can pick up a future first. I'll send over our first in like 2027. Who knows what we're going to be looking like then. Does anybody want to give me some draft capital in the future? I go to the Heat, and they want to give me a swap best and Haywood Highsmith. I'm fine with that. We'll trade away Haywood Highsmith for a first-round pick as well. Number 1 in the draft, the San Antonio Spurs are going to get Victor Wembanyama, the big man out of France. Hopefully he doesn't walk out after getting injured. Number 2 overall to the Rockets is Brandon Miller. All right, first upset. That's probably the right move. I would think about taking Scoot Henderson, but I just feel like you already have that in Kevin Porter Jr., unless you want to take Scoot and move him back. But they could really use Brandon Miller to play the small forward position. Don't hate the pickup. Number 3, Pelicans. You got to go Scoot here, right? They do. And number 4 goes Cam Whitmore. This is where the draft gets a little more interesting. Let's see who's available to us at 10. I'm not going to be trading away this pick. I'm going to be drafting somebody. Jarris Walker is here. That's a good pickup. Osar Thompson develops really well in this game. I think that's the pick we're going to make. If this was real life, I'd probably take Jarris Walker here. That'd be a mean defensive lineup of Jarris and then Blocker Kessler. I don't know, Lauri Markkanen at the 3, Ochai Agbaji, and then find a point guard. That'd be great. But Osar Thompson, I've seen develops way too well. And we'll see who's available to us 6 picks later. Deontay George, not really what I'm looking for here. GG Jackson, I'm super high on him, but I'm higher than most people are, so not going to take him. Chris Murray would be a good pickup. I think we're going to go with Jet Howard as well. Just pick up a lot of wing depth here. And that is going to be our 2 first-round picks of the draft. We got one of the Thompson twins, and we picked up a solid 2-way 3-and-D guy in Jet Howard. Not great overalls, but we'll see how they develop. Pending options, I don't know what this is. Qualifying offers, I don't care. And on to the free agency, where it's not going to be a great free agent class. A lot of guys have been re-signed. So we have Miles Bridges and a whole bunch of role players. Not looking good. How's the team look right now? Unfortunately, Chris Dunn, who had a great season, and if this was real life, I'd probably keep him on the roster as point guard 3. We just don't need him on the team. Let's free up a roster spot, get rid of him for hopefully a future first-round pick. Nobody wants to give up first-round picks because everybody's over the cap. What is happening? Good stuff. Salaries are broken. That's what you love to see when it comes to this game. And that's because we're doing start today, which is not the right move to make. So we'll be sending away Chris Dunn and Simone Fontecchio for a first-round pick. Who wants to give it to us? The Nets, 2027. That's not great. The Magic, 2027. They might be good, though. The Lakers, 2025. Yeah, I'm in on that. And we'll be picking up Lonnie Walker as well. Don't know if he's going to crack the rotation. So, Colin Sexton, Taylor Horton-Tucker, that's going to be fine for the point guard lineup that we trot out for now. Jordan Clarkson, do we keep him? Is he signed through the season? I guess. I guess we'll keep Jordan Clarkson for now. And then we'll have Ochai Agbaji, Jet Howard, and Osar Thompson backing him up. I'm going to bump up Osar to the 3. He's got the size. He's got the lack of shooting. And maybe he'll be our starting small forward. So Lauri Markkanen will be perfectly fine. And then we'll have Osar Thompson backing him up. Lonnie Walker, we'll see. I might have to trade him away for a better power forward. Kelly Olynyk, I think we'll look to move like a Lonnie Walker, Kelly Olynyk trade. See if there's anyone available there. So I'm looking through these trades and I'm like, yeah, there's some okay players here. And then I get John Collins and Clint Capella and I go, whoa, that's a good trade. I might take that. Who's this? PJ Washington, Obi Toppin. Couple of good players that we'd be able to pick up. And then I go, whoa, DeAndre Ayton. I mean, I got to take that, right? I don't care how bad this is going to fit. I don't know how this is going to work. Does DeAndre Ayton have a 3-point shot yet? What did you shoot? What did you shoot last year, DA? 9%, 37% last season. What is his 3-point rating at? 71. I think that's good enough. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to be rocking the double big lineup. We're going to have Walker, Blocker, Kessler at the 5, and DeAndre Ayton at the 4. DeAndre doesn't have to be tough anymore. You just have to play moderate defense. Is this the right move? Probably not, but we're going to test it out. DA, power forward. Now how's this roster looking? So we got 3 7-footers. Colin Sexton, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Jordan Clarkson, Ochai Agbaji, Damian Lee's going to go, and Jet Howard, we're going to try to develop him. We got Lauri Markkanen and Osar Thompson. We got DeAndre Ayton, need a better backup power forward, and need a better backup center. Kevon Looney is going to be exactly that, picking up a first-round pick as well. So this is a good-looking lineup here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the rotation that we're going to be rocking with. We're not even going to sign anybody. We're going to be saving our money for the next free agency. Just gonna skip right on through that. Is anybody even a bird right free agent? Nah. We could get Miles Bridges. I don't have the money to do that. That's fine because we picked up DeAndre Ayton. Duh. And we'll just skip right on through to player progression where Jordan Clarkson is down 1 overall. It sucks, but he's the fan favorite. He's the heart and soul of this team, so we got to keep him around, even if he's only going to be in this low 80s. Colin Sexton is up to an 83. Blocker Kessler up to an 84. DA up to an 86 at the power forward position. Lauri holding steady at an 86. How about Ochai up to a 79? So Jet Howard's going to be tough to develop. And then Osar Thompson, we're going to make sure that he gets better as well. And the 9-man rotation going to look something like this. Colin Sexton at the 1, Jordan Clarkson at the 2, Lauri Markkanen at the 3, DeAndre Ayton at the 4, and Blocker Kessler at the 5. Looking a mean, menacing, defensive mastermind. Taylor Horton-Tucker going to be coming off the bench with Ochai Agbaji, Kevon Looney, Osar Thompson, and we'll be throwing 1 minute to Jet Howard. Just got to see if we can develop him at all. Preseason power rankings, I expect to be middle of the pack again. This is one of those weird teams where we have too much talent to tank, but we're also not good enough to win a championship right now. I think one major free agent signing is going to put us over the top, and the Suns are the 30th ranked team. Did Cliff Paul retire? Nah, they have 390 overalls, and they're the worst ranked team in power rankings. That makes sense. I passed us. Where are we? We are 12th for 2K Sports. Eric Boner probably has us a little bit lower because he is a hater. 16th. What a jerk. And here we are at the All-Star break with Team Luka Doncic and Team Jason Tatum. On Team Luka is Giannis, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Darius Garland. For the other side is Stephanie Curry, Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, and Joel Embiid. For the reserves is James Harden, Jimmy Buckets, John Morant, Karl Towns, Julius Randle, Zion Williamson, and LaMelo Ball. On the other side, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Davis, Shai Gilgeous, Alexander, Zach LaVine, and Bam Adebayo. No Jazz, a couple former Jazz. I think only one former Jazz. We're doing okay. It's about what we expected. 34-18, 1.5 games out of the first seed. Not bad, not terrible. Colin Sexton having a great year. The double big lineup seems to be working fairly well. You look at the points, we're just a really balanced team, and that's kind of what I was worried about. I was hoping to get a little bit better of a draft pick, but Colin Sexton, 19 points for him, having an incredibly. Is this a career year for him? How do I look at stats? How do I see what he got? Yeah, this is close to his Cleveland days. Probably the best year he's had since he got hurt with that ACL injury. So great for him. DeAndre Ayton is thriving. Blocker Kessler is giving us 12, 11, 2.5. I mean, we're so good defensively. I need an upgrade on Jordan Clarkson, unfortunately. Lauri Markkanen does not produce in 2K simulation. It is what it is. He put up 25 points per game last season. He's putting up 14 for us this year. That's unacceptable. He was kind of the centerpiece that we're building around, but because of the way 2K ratings work, it's just not going to work. But we'll continue on this season. I don't think there's any trades I want to make. Like, realistically, what would I really trade? Would I give up Colin Sexton and Lauri Markkanen and see if I could get like a 90 overall guy? That would probably be as aggressive as I'd get. Jalen Williams up to an 83 overall. Like, these trades just aren't all that enticing. If there's a, Mikal Bridges. He only averages 17. That's better than what he normally averages, but that's still not great. Kyrie Irving, do we want to make that mistake? Markelle Fultz, Franz Wagner. What is Franz averaging? 13 points. Yeah, some of these guys, they look better in real life than they do in simulation. Jalen Brunson only averaging 20 points per game. De'Aaron Fox, I'm sure he's not great, 21 points per game. Kawhi Leonard is down to a 90 overall. That's wild. Yeah, so I'm just not in on any of these trades. There's potential to make some moves, but for now, we're just going to keep as is. We do have almost the first seed in the Western Conference, so I'm not too scared, and we have to deal with scouting. I love scouting in 2K23. It's my favorite. Luka Doncic wins MVP, 30, 11, and 11, averaged a triple-double and an efficient one at that, 55, 86, 49. Unreal splits. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year, no surprises, 23 and 11. Benjamin Simmons, 6th Man of the Year. Okay. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Darius Garland wins Most Improved, up to 25 and 12. What is his overall? 92. Former Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year for the best team ever. 69 and 13 Atlanta Hawks, and we win Executive of the Year. 56 and 26. Not a bad season, not a great season. I assume we're not going to get any All-NBA love. We might get All-NBA second team defense. No. Yeah, we're just a bad team. Oh, Oscar Thompson made it, sort of. Not really. Anyway, we were the 1 seed in the West. Yo. We're not even that good. How did we get no All-NBA recognition at all? What? Oh, this game is jank. We are the number 3 seed in the power rankings. I will take that. Tied with the Celtics, who have Jason Tatum, and the Atlanta Hawks just had an unreal year. I don't know what it is about the Atlanta Hawks in simulation, but I guess with the addition of Saddiq Bey, they're all of a sudden now the media darlings for EA Sports, which doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we'll go into team stats. We are offensively, boo. Not good. 13th, but I assume we are the best team in the NBA defensively. No, the Hawks are the best team in the NBA defense. What is this team? They have Trae Young still. I don't get it. Anyway, we're the 2nd best team defensively. Apparently, the Hawks are a super team. I have a 20.3 point difference. What? Bruh. So Trae Young shouldn't be a 93 overall, first of all. There's rumors of him getting traded. It's so bad. DeJounte Murray, not an 88 overall. He's been mildly disappointing. DeAndre Hunter, former number 4 overall pick, has been hugely disappointing. Saddiq Bey at this point is an offensive role player, doesn't play defense. Clint Capella can't play offense. We know exactly what he is. John Collins, not an 84 overall. He's been having career lows across the board and is probably going to get traded this offseason. Onyeka Okongwu might be a bright spot. AJ Griffin might be a bright spot in the future. But how is this team the best team ever assembled? I don't get it. Anyway, we're 3rd in point differential, 6.2 field goal percentages. We are 8th 3-point percentages. I'm sure it's really bad. There's some work that needs to be done with this Jazz squad. 21st at free throw percentage is probably even lower. We are the last team in the NBA. 74.7% from the free throw line. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we made it and we are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Our leading scorer is still Colin Sexton, 19 points a game. Bounce back year from him. Not great facilitating, which is definitely something we need to work on. Jordan Clarkson did a serviceable job as the 2 guard. DeAndre Ayton had a monstrous season, 18 and 11. Blocker Kessler, 12 and 11. I mean, this is going to be a formidable duo. We're basically set as far as everything except the guard position is concerned. Ochai was great off the bench. So was Talen Horton-Tucker off the bench. Gave us 11 and 5. That's unreal. Oscar had an okay rookie season. Kevon Looney, Jet Howard didn't really get much minutes. As for our 3-point percentages, it is horrible. We need work. Lauri Markkanen, not bad, 38%. Jordan Clarkson, 35. Ugh. Colin Sexton, 42. What do you hear from him? Blocker gave us 26%. Why is he shooting threes? Ochai Agbaji gave us 42. Taylor Horton gave us 25. Oscar gave us 27. DeAndre Ayton gave us 29. And Jet Howard gave us 45. How many threes are you shooting, my good sir? Because his three's up to a 74, which it's not terrible. We'll see if this experiment works. But here we are taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, the 8 seed. Somehow they're an 8 seed. They got John Morant, Desmond Bane, who are going to roast us. They got Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. They have Steven Adams, Xavier Tillman. Yeah, that's not an 8 seed, but we do, in fact, win game 1. Jordan Clarkson pops off 36, 7, and 5. Colin Sexton was good. We had a really solid team effort as for them. They were okay. John Morant, 23, 8, and 12. Desmond Bane, 23. Jaren Jackson, 22. And then not much help from the wing positions. That's the word. And we lose game 2. Up 2-1. We are up 3-1. Jaren had an okay game. Desmond Bain was okay. John Morant, kind of a weird 14, 6, and 15. As for us, DA, monstrous 25 and 14. Colin Sexton, 21. Is playing DeAndre Ayton at the power forward position the secret? Does that unlock him? Well, we advance now to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shea's up to a 96 overall. Josh Giddey's up to an 88. Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Jonathan Isaac. Interesting pickup. Isaiah Joe's up to an 80. They got the Go Pokashevsky. Not going to be an easy one, but we do, in fact, win game 1. Once again, Jordan Clarkson. This is why we can't get rid of him. 27, 5, and 6. DA, 24 and 11. Blocker, 16 and 12. Man, if we just get like a superstar guard or power or small forward, Lauri Markkanen. Look at these numbers, man. He's putting up 8 and 10 in the playoffs. That's just not acceptable. Josh Giddey was good. Shea was not, and that was the secret to the game. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we lose. We are now down to a 2-2 series, and we go up 3-2. DeAndre Ayton had another monstrous game. I don't know what this is, but it's working, man. As for them, Shea was good. Not much help. Go Pokashevsky gave you 14. Josh Giddey only gave you 13, 6, and 6. And, of course, it ain't 2K if it ain't Game 7. Back here in Utah. Look at our logo. Looking mean and going into halftime with a little bit of a lead. Still a close game. No lead is safe in NBA 2K23, and it is about a 9-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Thunder are going to try to make a little bit of run. We'll see if this Jazz squad can make sure that they protect the lead. Not doing a great job of it. Only 3 minutes left. 2-point game, 4-point game. Definitely we're going to have to be hopping in 114, 118. Let's see if we can win Game 7 and go to the Western Conference Finals. Or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's at the free throw line. Of course. I don't even know how I'm going to score points here. Like, do I run a Lauri Markkanen screener roll? Do I don't know who to bully here. I don't think this is going to go well, but let's do it, baby. Colin Sexton draws the foul. 5 fouls on the skinny Chet Holmgren. Sure, he can block, but you put a body on him, he's going to struggle. He weighs 103 pounds, dripping wet. Making our free throws. Colin Sexton getting MVP chance, and honestly, he is the MVP of his team. He misses his free throws. I was going to say he's the MVP of this team because we're doing incredible. Oh boy. We have a serious size disadvantage, Lauri Markkanen on Lou Dort. I don't think it's a... I don't know what's happening. Let's go. Run the break. Crossover. Colin Sexton going around. He's got Josh Giddey. Lead in. Gets the hover hand layup. That's no good. I should have kicked it out to Blocker Kessler to shoot the 3, but I didn't. No. Defense. 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 58 seconds left. I'm there. I was too slow on the rotation. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cooks our poor Blocker Kessler and throws it down. All right, we need a basket here, and we need to get a stop because we're starting to give up points a little too easily. 2-point game, 49 seconds left. Get a bucket and get a stop. That's all we need. That's all we need. Blocker Kessler puts it up and gets us a clutch jump hook over the outstretched arms of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go. Offense, good. Defense, we'll see. I'm there. I'm there. Blocker Kessler affects the shot. DeAndre Ayton taps it to nobody. DA, what are you doing? But he comes up clutch. There goes Colin Sexton running. That's a transition take foul. That's a transition take foul. Colin Sexton getting MVP chance, and the Thunder need a timeout. 6-point game. Last probably important possession, and then they're going to have to play the foul game. Who can we put in that's a defensive specialist? Ochai, David Nwaba. Really? David Nwaba? Yeah, I'm going to rock with this lineup. This would be a good point to have Chris Dunn, but unfortunately, we got rid of him to get somehow a power forward DeAndre Ayton on the team. The only guy I don't want shooting the ball is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You can have 2 points, I guess. Yeah, just keep wasting time, man. And this works. That's game. We are advancing to the Western Conference Finals in only, what is this, our second season since blowing up the team? Wild Colin Sexton, 33 points. Man, he's just been money. DA 15 and 10. Blocker Kessler didn't even have that good of a game. 6 points, but 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Great for him. As for, wow, the Thunder. Shai was great, and the rest of the team was not. That's how you play a Game 7, and that's how you advance. Our Utah Jazz are continuing to roll. We got the luck of the Irish, and now we're taking on the Zion Williamson, who's 94 overall. It's fine. He totally plays basketball, doesn't he? We got Atlanta, the best team in the NBA, versus the Chicago Bulls. Game 1. We win. Colin Sexton pops up. I can't get rid of him if he's playing this well, man. He's only an 85, but he's putting up buckets. Taylor Horton Tucker is incredible off the bench. Blocker Kessler. Our first DeAndre Ayton was bad game, but we still won. As for them, Pelicans, here we go. Zion was good, 28, 7, and 4. Jonas was okay. BI, pretty quiet. CJ, really quiet. They have Scoot Henderson. I forgot. He's just not developing. I don't know what it is. It's only his first season. It's a rookie year. That's fine. We go up 2-0. 2-1. 2-2. Here we go. Now it's competitive, and we are up 3-2 on them. Blocker Kessler led us in scoring, 22 and 15, monstrous. DeAndre Ayton, 17 11. Colin Sexton, only 16, 4, and 7. 2 steals, but 7 turnovers. Lauri Markkanen, we need to improve upon him. 2K just hates him, 5 of 22 from the field. Isn't going to cut it. Brandon Ingram was good for them. CJ McCollum, Zion did not have a great game, and here we are looking to advance to the NBA Finals. Bam! We made the NBA Finals. Walker Kessler, Western Conference Finals MVP. Trae Young, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. How is this going to look? Because, I mean, we're comparable talent-wise. As weird as that is, the best team in the NBA, 20-point differential, 69-13 Atlanta Hawks, aren't really that much better than us. But we lose game 1. We lose it by 22. Trae Young goes off for 40. Yeah, that'll happen. DeJounte Murray gave a 14 and 10. DeAndre Ayton gave you a solid 20 and 10. Blocker Kessler gave us 11-11. Lauri Markkanen, once again, not very good. We just need to improve upon Lauri, which is unfortunate. 2-0, 3-0, and we are going to get swept. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Trae Young, 39 points, 10 assists, NBA Finals MVP. That's why 2K is the best game ever made. And we're going to need to make maybe 1-2 moves, get a little bit better. Greg Popovich is retiring. Lead meetings, are any of these fun? No. Yeah, goodbye. On to the NBA draft. Do we have anybody's draft pick in this class? Hawks? No. Who do we trade away? We traded away to the Timberwolves and to the Cavs. Are the Timberwolves or Cavs here at all? No. All right. Drafts goes Spurs, Thunder, Suns, Rockets, and the Kings returning to the lottery. Staff signing. This might be the time that we make a move. I don't want to get rid of Will Hardy just in the game. His overalls aren't as high as, say, a Mike Stauffer. So we'll look to do that maybe at the start of the season. NBA draft, the fastest man of the class is Malik Goodwin and Stephen Neal. Most agile is Stephen Neal and Carlton Miller. Highest vertical is Stephen Neal, Casey Perry, Arvidas Vujanic, and Tommy Gilmore. Highest bench press, Jay Joseph and Delano Jameson, and best shot three-pointer, Malik Goodwin by a large margin. Wow. That'll work. Vladimir Sankovic. For some reason, he doesn't look like Vladimir to me. And Archie Douglas. So I found the point guard of the future. The unfortunate thing is that he's going number 1 overall, but this guy is incredible. Leon Dawson, 84 overall, Hall of Fame ceiling, floor of Don Busey. I don't even know who that is, but this dude is going to be averaging 24 and 14 out of college, 50% from the three-point line. I mean, yeah, this is it. We're going to make the trade. We're going to figure out how to get the number 1 overall pick. And there we go. Colin Sexton and 3 first-round picks gets us our point guard of the future. I know that point guard wasn't the position we really needed to move on from, but this guy is unreal. Lauri Markkanen is upset. He's going to be the next guy on his way out as well after this draft. But number 1 overall is going to go Leon Dawson. This dude just looks unreal, does everything, scoring, shooting, whatever. Number 2 goes Calvin Slaughter. Can't spell slaughter without laughter. Number 3 overall goes Jeffrey Neely. Number 4 goes Malcolm Ferguson. And number 5 goes Chad Gregory. There's a guy I was looking at somewhere in the 20s. Is it worth trading up? Like, what does our team look like right now? We're going to have the rookie and then Taylor Horton Tucker, who's like the perfect backup. We got Jordan Clarkson. I think I'm going to try to move him and Lauri Markkanen together, see if we can get somebody that's like a 90 overall. And then Oscar Thompson backing him up. We got Ochai Agbaji. We got Jett Howard. So I don't think I'm going to make a trade in this year's draft class. Walker Kessler, Kevon Looney. Yeah, that's fine. We won't draft some guy in the mid-20s that might turn out to be our role player at some point. But this guy is going to be great. 83 overall, 20 years old. Leon Dawson, point guard of the future for our team. Team player options. Taylor Horton Tucker, we're going to need to bring him back. Haywood Highsmith, I mean, I guess we'll bring you back and then trade you away. Johnny Juzang is down to a 40 overall. That hurts. As for qualifying offers, nobody. And free agency, this is Kyrie Irving. Not what I'm looking for. James Harden. Not what I'm looking for. Kristaps Porzingis, Chris Middleton, Nikola Vucevic, D'Angelo Russell, None of these players are moving us over the top, and that is why we're going to be looking to make some major blockbuster trades, get us a Kevin Durant on this team. How does that work? Can I get Giannis? Is he ever going to be tradable? Ooh! There's the trade. That's it. Scotty Barnes for Lauri Markkanen, Jordan Clarkson, and 2 first-round picks, Lakers and somebody else's. So Scotty Barnes is our new small forward of the future. He's going to produce, he's going to perform, and he's going to be happy to be here because Lauri Markkanen, for some reason, was not. I'd like to get a little better than Ochai Agbaji at the 2 with Jett Howard backing him up. Maybe we drop Ausar Thompson and then bump Jett Howard. Yeah, that seems like a good move. We'll see who's better, Ochai or Ausar. Scott Barnes, DeAndre Ayton, Haywood Highsmith we need to improve upon, Blocker Kessler, and then Kevon Looney is the perfect backup. So let's see. I need to bring back Talen Horton-Tucker. He wants $20 million to be a backup? Talen, you're killing me. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as negotiating in 2K23, so we'll give him a solid 16.75. That'll be good enough, I guess. I feel like I could get this to go through. Ochai, Jet, 2 first-round picks for Zach LaVine. No. All right, I'll give you one more pick. It's the Timberwolves pick next season. I'll give you one last pick, another Timberwolves pick, and there you have it. The final roster spot is complete. So our point guard position, we have that rookie who's going to be a ridiculous player, and Talen Horton-Tucker, who put up ridiculous stats as a backup. We have Zach LaVine as the shooting guard of the future, sort of, not really. I know he's not like the best player ever, but I wanted to fill money because we had $30 million to give up, and I want to get a little bit better offensively. There you have it, Zach LaVine. We got Scott Barnes and Ausar Thompson. We got DeAndre Ayton, and we got Blocker Kessler and Kevon Looney. So I need either backup shooting guard or wing player. Who is available with our $5 million exception? How about Jalen McDaniels? Which one? Is this a defensive specialist, Jalen McDaniels, or the one that's on the 76ers? Yeah, this is the less good Jalen McDaniels, but I could be in on a Jalen. Do you want to sign with us? Jalen McDaniels offer, and bam. There you have it. And he's a versatile dude. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, whatever. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We kept the double big lineup. We kept Kevon Looney. We upgraded upon Colin Sexton. I know it's not great, but in 2 years, this dude is going to be like a 99 overall. We upgraded upon Jordan Clarkson. I know it's not great, but Zach LaVine is much better than Jordan Clarkson is at this point in his career, plus regression. We upgraded upon Lauri Markkanen, who doesn't want to be here, with Scott Barnes, who plays incredible in simulation. As for free agency, Kristaps Porzingis to the Rockets, Nikola Vucevic back on the Bulls, 3 years, $64 million. Kind of a deal for them. D'Lo back on the Lakers, Fred VanVleet back to the Raptors. I don't know about that. Jeremy Grant Black on the Blazers, Talen Horton-Tucker back to us, Andre Drummond to the Wizards, Chris Dunn, defensive stopper to the Bucks, Kelly Olynyk to the Lakers, that seems to make a lot of sense, and Willie Hernangomez on the Bucks as well. Moment of truth, how is player progression going to look for us as we are getting younger and better? Scott Barnes up to an 89 overall, DeAndre Ayton 87, Zach LaVine 87, Blocker Kessler up to an 86 overall, Leon Dawson, unfortunately we're going to have to wait like 2 years before he gets really good. But then we got a good bench, Talen Horton-Tucker, Kevon Looney, Ausar Thompson has not developed as well as I'd like, and Jalen McDaniels. All in all, I think these are the moves that we needed to make to put us over the top. We could have kept the core around, but at the same time, I'm always looking to get this team better. I think we've blown up a little bit of the future for the present. At the same time, this team is more than good enough to win a championship. I don't want Talen Horton-Tucker starting over our #1 overall pick, though. I am sorry. So we're going to go Leon Dawson, Zach LaVine, Scott Barnes, DeAndre Ayton, Blocker Kessler, Talen Horton-Tucker, Kevon Looney, Ausar Thompson, and Jalen McDaniels. Not a lot of the team that was here originally when we started is still here, but Lauri Markkanen just didn't want to be here. And I mean, Colin Sexton, we improved upon dramatically. It is what it is. Welcome to the NBA Power Rankings. We are 8th for 2K Sports, and Eric Boner, who is still hating us, has us 10th. And here we are at the All-Star break with Team Giannis and Team Nikola Jokic. On Team Giannis, no, on Team Jokic is Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, and Darius Garland. On the other side, LeBron James, Embiid, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Cade Cunningham. For the reserves is Stephanie Curry, Trae Young, John Morant, Anthony Davis, Julius Randle, Zion Williamson, and Victor Wembanyama. For the other side is Jimmy Buckets, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Towns, LaMelo Ball, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. No Scott Barnes, a little frustrating. No Zach LaVine, a little frustrating. No DeAndre Ayton, no Blocker Kessler. Not really happy with that. That said, we're having a a mostly good year. 34 and 15th, once again, third in the power rankings. How are our guys doing? Remember, this is the rookie year for the point guard. Zach LaVine is going to take the offensive load. DeAndre Ayton and Blocker Kessler are going to be defensive specialists. Leon Dawson just needs to develop, averaging 7.5 assists, 2.5 turnovers, not terrible. And then Scotty Barnes is going to do a little bit of everything for the team. So I don't hate what's going on. How is the bench performing? Because we're not as good as I wanted to be. I think Oscar Thompson might be the guy that we move on from next. His scoring is fine. His shooting just isn't coming along. Jalen McDaniels has been good. Taylor Horton Tucker is perfect. And then who's the other guy? Kevon Looney. I mean, he's a center, whatever. What could I get to move on from Oscar Thompson, who I'm not happy with his development yet at this point? Nothing much. Naz Reid, get the other Jaden McDaniels. That could be a fun story. Bring in both the McDanielses, and he's a defensive specialist. Interesting. Trey Murphy is available, and a 40 overall Darion Sebron. Why are there 40 overalls on this game? Bol. What does Bol put up? 12 and 11. That's unreal. So I could bring in Bol. Malik Monk just dropped 40 points or something like that. Jalen Johnson. There's some good players here. There's some good players. I'm kind of really interested in this Jaden McDaniels pickup for Jalen McDaniels and have the McDaniels twins. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to be rocking the McDaniels twins. They're going to be both on this team, on this rotation. And we're going to have Jaden McDaniels and Jalen McDaniels now cracking the 9-man rotation for the Utah Jazz. Why? Just because I can. Also, I'm disappointed in the way Oscar Thompson did not develop for us. Darius Garland wins MVP 29 and 12, having an incredible season of his own. Leon Dawson does win Rookie of the Year. 16, 4, and 7, 46 from the field, 82 from the free throw line, and 36 from the three-point line. Ahmed Thompson wins 6th Man of the Year. He's good. R. Thompson was not. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Scoot Henderson, most improved, up to 18 and 9. What a season for him. Quinn Snyder, once again, Coach of the Year, and we win Executive of the Year, 2nd season in a row. I guess that means we won the 1 seed, and we have no All-NBA players, right? Right. Defense, right. Defense, right. Rookies, though, we do have Leon Dawson and no other rookies. So, once again, the 1 seed. I will take that. 60 and 22. Not great, not terrible. That trade for the McDaniels twins, I don't know why, but it really paid off for us. We kind of took off and went to another level, and Jaden McDaniels is up to an 84 overall, and he's knocking down the 3 at a high level, 43%. Exactly what we needed. So Zach LaVine is here for the offensive scoring for now, and then once he starts to degress, Leon Dawson and Scott Barnes are going to be taking over. But we have such a versatile team. We got defense, we got size, we got shooting, we got everything that you need. As for the league leader, I think I forgot to look at this last time. The scoring champion went to Ja Moore, and rebounds is Mobley, and assists is Darius Garland. Steals is Lonzo Ball. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama. And finger percentages is Jalen Duren. 3-point champion is Buddy Hield, and free throw champion is Dame Time. Damian Lillard. How did we do on the metrics? Offensively, 2nd best team in the NBA. Defensively, 3rd best team in the NBA. Give us a 13.6 point differential, number 2 in the NBA, to the best team ever assembled. Atlanta Hawks. It's so wild to me. I don't understand 2K ratings at all. Field goal percentages, we are 1st. 3-point percentages, hopefully getting a little better. 19th, not great, not terrible. Free throw percentages, we were last in the league last time. We're 27th. Our shooting is getting better. But here we are taking on the Sacramento Kings. De'Aaron Fox up to a 91 overall. Malik Monk. Cam Johnson came over. That makes a lot of sense. Keegan Murray only an 83 overall. Domas. Davion Mitchell up to an 86. Kevin Huerter only an 82. Some interesting players, but I think we're going to roll right through the Kings as we win game 1. DeAndre Ayton 20 and 10. Zach LaVine 19. Really low scoring game. Walker Kessler gave us 17. A lot of balance from our guys. Our starting point guard only put up 6 and 7. Not what I want to see. Keegan Murray was their highest scorer. De'Aaron Fox was okay. Sabonis did not have a good game. 2 of 10 from the field. Nope, we lose game 2. Up 2-1. Up 3-1. Looking to take on the Lakers. Keegan Murray was their highest scorer again. It's just, for whatever reason, 2K hates role players. So Malik Monk gave him 18. Sabonis gave you 14. Like, I don't understand it. As for us, Zach LaVine gave us 28. Jaden McDaniels has been a revelation for us. He's averaging 21 points in the playoffs. What? Leon Dawson was okay. Scott Barnes, fine. Blocker Kessler kind of having a down year. Maybe the expectations are starting to get to him. And hey, it ain't 2K if it ain't Game 7. For whatever reason, the Sacramento Kings have come back from a 3-1 lead now, and they're looking to 1-8 us. And what is wrong with our scoring? What is this? What is happening? Well, the Atlanta Hawks go on to win the NBA Finals. We're not even going to talk about what just happened in a 50-point loss to the Kings in the first round, getting 180. That is just, that's the past. And that means that Mike Stauffer is going to have to come in and be coach of the year because I am not going to stand for whatever the hell just happened. LeBron James, Cliff Paul, and Dwight Howard going to the Hall of Fame, going to get their jersey retired as well. So is Draymond Green. League meetings, are any of these fun? No. That's really dumb. No. And no. Go away. I don't like you. On to the draft lottery. We don't have any draft picks. We've blown everything up, and the number 1 overall pick goes Bulls, Rockets, and Magic. So staff signing, this is where, unfortunately, Will Hardy, that was an unacceptable performance from the team. You're going to have to go. Ty Lue is here, but he's only got bronze ratings. Monty Williams. I wouldn't mind trying to go after Monty. He's going to reject us. No, he does sign with us. There we go. Monty Williams is going to be our head coach. I could do Mike Stauffer, but I just want to make it a little more fun and realistic. On to the draft. The fastest man of the class is Leonard Hines and Shannon Garnett. Most agile is Leonard Hines and Eduardo Garcia. Highest vertical is Radu Erhan and Marion Griffin. Highest bench press is Malcolm Queef and Art Harden. Best shot three-pointer, Louis Scott, Art Harden, Sidney McLeod, and Hakeem Lawal. What a name. That's a Hall of Fame name right there. How is this draft class looking? I didn't really check, didn't peek. I think D. Tucker looks to be pretty good, kind of as good as the guy we have, maybe better, but we already have our point guard of the future. No chance of trading up to the number 1 overall pick 2 seasons in a row. There's a couple of guys in the second round that I want to go after. Who knows if they're going to be there, but I traded for 2 late round second round picks, Cedric Beasley and Art Harden. We will have to see, but number 1 overall to the Chicago Bulls goes that point guard we were looking at, D. Tucker, who does not have great potential. Interesting. Houston Rockets are going to take BJ Finley. I love BJ. Number 3 to the Magic is a trade. Oh no, what are they going to trade for? Terry Rozier and a first round pick. Yeah, that's what the number 3 overall pick is worthwhile. Delano Carlisle goes next, Hal Childress, and Pete West. We'll see if either of our guys are available. Art Harden, right? And Flumbus. What are the Art Harden? Art Harden went 15th overall. That sucks. And Cedric Beasley went 25th overall. Really fun to know that whenever I'm looking at these prospect scoutings and these mock drafts that they're completely inaccurate. So there's no point in even paying attention. I just wasted trading for 2 second round picks for no reason. Thank you. Looked to be a pretty stacked draft class. We didn't get anybody. On to rookie signings. We don't have anybody. On to team player options. Going to be bringing everybody back. We've got a really good team. Now we just need to go out and win a championship. We got a new head coach. Jaden McDaniels is going to get a big old contract. Probably $20 million of his own. Anthony Davis is here in this free agency. So is LaMelo Ball, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, Domas, Kawhi, Bane, and DeJounte Murray. But we only have one guy on our eyes, on our minds, because the rest of the team is set. Point guard Leon Dawson is going to develop probably to like 87 after this offseason. Talen Horton-Tucker is going to be a great backup point guard for us yet again. Zach LaVine probably will regress a little bit, but now we have Scotty Barnes coming up, who's already 90 overall. Jalen McDaniels right behind him. DeAndre Ayton, I don't know what we're going to be doing with him and Walker Kessler, but I love having them as my double big starting lineup. So we just need to bring back Jaden McDaniels to, and final day of free agency moratorium. I can finally offer contracts because 2K is the best game ever made. No problems whatsoever. We'll give him a solid 18-5 across 5 years, and everybody else can go like Dougie McBuckets. As for free agency, Anthony Davis back on the Lakers, LaMelo Ball back to the Hornets, Tyrese Halliburton back on the Pacers, Jaylen Brown to the Raptors. That'll make him competitive. Anthony Edwards back on the Timberwolves, Tyrese Maxey back on the 76ers, Domantas Sabonis to the Pistons. Interesting. Kawhi Leonard back on the Clippers, Desmond Bane to the Grizz, and DeJounte Murray back on the Hawks. I was kind of hoping that the Hawks would blow up their team and stop being the best team ever assembled in the history of basketball, but they're not. On to player progression. Scotty Barnes is up to a 91. Leon Dawson, here we go. 5 overall points up after 1 season, up to an 88. Second best player in the team already. DeAndre Ayton looks to be hitting his peak, his prime at 88 overall. So is Walker Kessler. Zach LaVine down to an 86. This is kind of what we expected. Probably the last year I'd want to keep Zach LaVine, all things being equal. And then Jaden McDaniels, unreal. Talen Horton-Tucker, Kevin Looney, and Jalen McDaniels, rocking the McDaniels twins coming off the bench. Great storyline. We just need to win a championship. Simple as that. We made the move. We picked up head coach Monty Williams. Is that going to be the move that puts us over the top? Hopefully, looking at the roster, 9-man rotation. Going to have Leon Dawson, 89 overall. Zach LaVine, Scotty Barnes, DeAndre Ayton, Walker Kessler, Jaden McDaniels, Talen Horton-Tucker, Kevin Looney, Jalen McDaniels. This team is more than good enough to win a championship. Looking at the preseason power rankings, we are 5th for 2K Sports, 5th for Eric Boner as well, and maybe even system proficiency. Can I get a little bit better? 4.5 stars balanced. I'm in. Let's go. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year, 36-10. Eduardo Garcia is Rookie of the Year, the number 7 overall pick. Gave you 15 points. Not terrible, not great. Oscar Thompson, 6th Man of the Year. Our old friend on the Timberwolves. He's actually playing well. He's an 82 overall. I still don't regret doing the Jalen McDaniels trade. Victor Wembanyama defense player, their most improved is Oscar Thompson yet again. Monty Williams does win Coach of the Year as we finally sweep on most of the awards. Still no all NBA players because 2K hates the Utah Jazz. Defense, nothing. Rookies, nothing. Yeah, we got absolutely nothing, even though we were the best team in the NBA, even though we're 62-20, even though we're number 1 in power rankings, right? Wow, even the Atlanta Hawks cannot keep up. The Pistons, though, with Sabonis, had an unreal year. I guess. I mean, they don't have enough centers. You know, Domantas Sabonis, Jalen Duren, Nick Claxton. Is James Wiseman still here? I mean, I don't know what they're doing. But you know what? We won the regular season. Best team in the NBA. Let's go win a championship. League leader in scoring went to Jason Tatum, 34 points per game. How is that not MVP? Rebounds is Evan Mobley, and assist is Tyrese Halliburton. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama and Bill. What? Field goal percentages is Jalen Duren. 3-point champion is Brandon Ingram, and free throw champion is Tyler Hero. We were about the same, honestly. Zach LaVine, 23 points for him. That'll work. Leon Dawson upped his scoring, 19, 4, and 8.5. Scotty Barnes, 17, 7, and 5. DeAndre Ayton gave you 17 and 9. Walker Kessler, it feels like he's been regressing, you know? 13 and 9, 2.2 blocks. I don't know why that is. Jaden McDaniels gave us 11 points. Taylor Horton Tucker gave us 10 and 5. Kevin Looney was good. And Jalen McDaniels, not quite as good. How did our shooting look? It's got to be better, right? Got to be better. Zach LaVine, 42%. Leon Dawson, 36. Scotty Barnes, 35. Walker Kessler, 33. I don't know why he's even shooting threes. He's averaging 6 a game. What are we doing? Jaden McDaniels, 41. Taylor Horton Tucker, 30. Jalen McDaniels, 38. And DeAndre Ayton, 25%. Of everybody in this league, why is Walker Kessler shooting 3-pointers with a 70 and DeAndre Ayton with a 76? I don't know what's happening. Welcome to 2K. This game is so fun. Team stats, we were offensively the 4th best team in the NBA. We were number 2 defensively, giving us a 10.7 point differential. Number 2 in the NBA field goal percentages. We are 3rd, 4th in the NBA. 3-point percentages, still not great. Trying to get better, trying to mold this team. 19th, it's an improvement. Free throw percentages, trying to get better. 27th, just really struggling to score the ball. But we have a really good team, top to bottom, balanced, high overalls. And now we're taking on the Denver Nuggets. Let's not get 180 and blown out by 50 points in the first round. How does that sound? How does that sound? Zach LaVine was good. Really balanced effort from our entire team. As for them, who? All Boyd, who? Led them in scoring. Joker had a really bad game. 15, 13, and 5. That's an embarrassing game from the Denver Nuggets. We do lose game 2. And we're up 2-1 and 3-1. And can you believe it? We made it out of the first round. Oh my gosh. Taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, DeLon Wright is their point guard. That's going to be a mismatch. Anthony Edwards up to a 91 overall. Isaac Okoro, Karl Towns, Rudy Gobert, and our old friend Oscar Thompson, who's finally developed into a playable backup player as they actually win game 1 on us. Zach LaVine was good. Scotty Barnes was good. DeAndre Ayton was good. Walker Kessler was okay. Leon Dawson kind of disappointed. How did we lose? Just gave up too many points to Anthony Edwards, I guess. Oscar Thompson just got a revenge game on us, 27 and 10. And they just had a really balanced effort, 1 by 10. I don't know. We're going to lose. We're going to get 3-0'd, right? 2-1. 2-2. Big game 5 here. And we are down 3-2 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's just the way I like to see it. Well, we need to win this game to force a game inside. Otherwise, we're going to be eliminated again early in embarrassing fashion. Doesn't matter that we're the number 1 seed. Doesn't matter that I can't talk. All that matters is that we are winning here in the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th, and we're just going to keep dominating, pounding. Look at this scoreboard. 30-point game. 40-point game. Let's go. It ain't 2K if it ain't game 7. Back here in Utah. Do I want to shrink the rotations as well? Drop it to like an 8-man? Be a 7-man rotation? What does an 8-man rotation look like? Kevon Looney, DeAndre Ayton. I might do a 7. Because we don't need a backup center. We got DeAndre Ayton and Walker Kessler. So we'll do a 7-man rotation here for game 7. Minnesota Timberwolves at the Utah Jazz. Who's going to prevail? The the best team in the NBA, or a random upstart Minnesota Timberwolves squad. And look at the scoreboard. The changes paid off. We are doubling them up. We get blown out by 50 points in a game 7. Now we win by 40 points in a game 7. Now to take on a team that we've beaten before, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shay's up to a 97. Josh Giddey's up to a 91. Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Alvin Slafter. All right. We lose game 1 again. How did we lose? Josh Giddey put up 36, 8, and 13. Shea put up 34. Chet put up 15 and 14. Usman, Jang beat us, man. I don't know why, but it feels like our team isn't going to win a championship this season. And this was like the year where everything comes together. I say that we're up 3-1 and 4-1, and now we're in the NBA Finals taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Leon Dawson, Western Conference Finals MVP. Here you have it. Former MVP Darius Garland versus #1 overall pick Leon Dawson. Zach LaVine versus Donovan Mitchell. Heinrich Sunden versus Scott Barnes. That's a mismatch. Evan Mobley versus DeAndre Ayton. Walker Kessler versus Jared Allen. The size in this game is incredible, and our bench is so much better than theirs. Let's see how this goes. Game 1. Bang. We win. Leon Dawson drops 45. 7 and 5. Unreal. Jared Allen was good. Donovan Mitchell gave you 23 and 10. Let's go, baby. Win game 2. Bang. Win game 3. No. 2-1. And we are now officially up 3-1. Evan Mobley gave him a good game, 25 and 12. Donovan Mitchell gave you 21. They're scoring. Darius Garland is getting worked by the rookie. And Zach LaVine just had a great game. And here we are, up 3-1. The Utah Jazz looking to win an NBA championship after making all the changes. And it looks like it might not happen this time around. Going to halftime, this is a really high-scoring contest going into the 4th quarter. And we have a huge lead, 20 points. I think the Utah Jazz have officially won the NBA Finals. We had to make a lot of changes, do a lot of alterations to the team, but at the end of the day, Utah wins the ring. I think this is the first one in their history, right? Right? Have the Jazz ever won? I know they made it to a bunch of finals with the mailman and with John Stockton. And pulling up with the lefty, with the #1 overall pick, we miss. We're going to try to make some fun moves happen here. Just anything fun that I can do, I'm going to go for. Even if that means playing on-ball defense, I'll go for it. I don't give a damn. I'll play on-ball. I'm there. Look at that defense. Hands up. Zach LaVine grabs the rebound. Who's going to be open? Scott Barnes just decided to look the other way. And we got the angle. We got the size. Blocker Kessler goes up, lays it up, misses. Ah, jeez. You can't have fun in 2K on Hall of Fame mode, all right? That's just the way it is. Darius Garland, significant size disadvantage, and that was probably a problem for him the entire postseason NBA Finals. But Jared Allen is there putting it back up. All right, we're going to run a play. No, we're not. Let's get Scotty Barnes and whoever their small forward is that can't keep up. Oh, and there goes the rookie, and he throws it down. Posterize that man. Leon Dawson has been a revelation for this team. It was exactly what the team needed. I don't know why. Like, I feel kind of bad that we had to blow up the team because Lauri Markkanen didn't want to be here. There's this weird problem with players in the 2K franchise mode where players just decide that they don't want to play for your team anymore. I don't know how to affect that, right? Let's go into the post. Let's spin. Spin to win. Spin to win. I'm there. Oh, man. All right. And then Jordan Clarkson was too old, and Colin Sexton was putting up great numbers, but when the #1 overall pick is an 84 overall point guard who drops 45 points in the finals, you just got to make the trade. You got to. So I feel bad, and then we traded away some of our depth for guys like the McDaniels twins, but at the end of the day, this Utah Jazz team was over the top, best team in the NBA, constructed for the now, constructed for the future, as we are NBA champions.
Congratulations to the whole organization and, of course, this incredible team. This Larry O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
And there we go. Head coach Monty Williams raising the trophy. Scott Barnes' hand goes right through it like it don't even matter. And I think this is the rookie winning NBA Finals MVP. What a player he has turned out to be. I guarantee you he's going to be like a 99 overall if we follow his entire career, as the Utah Jazz win the championship on their home court, overcoming the Cleveland Cavaliers. That is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.